In 2008, after years of public course play, 61 golfers with a dream joined the brick companies to privatize the golf club at South River. Nearly 10 years and hundreds of members later, the golf club at South River is one of the most pristine golf clubs in the area. Join us as we talk to some of the members, the staff, and even one of the founding members as we discover what makes this club the choice for our Annapolis area neighbors.
Well, hello and welcome to our short series about local businesses that you might not know about. During the next few weeks, we are going to dig deep into the golf club at South River and bring a bit of the links to your ears. This is John Frenay with Eye on Annapolis, and I'm out here again at the golf club at South River with Michael Thomas, who is the man behind the golf. You are the director of golf operations, the golf pro, I guess you would say, for the club?
Yes, I am.
And how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Well, one of the things that we've talked about in the past is that South River is not your average golf club.
That's correct.
And I've never met you before, and you're certainly not what I would expect to be the average director of golf. I mean, you're not the old stodgy duffer.
Well, you know, that's very true, and not the old stodgy professional anymore. And just like golf is not the old stodgy game it used to be. Really, it's been changing with the times for quite a while. And we actually, one of the great things here that I love for South River is we really do embrace that sort of change in the game. Me being able to come in here and have the role that I do, bring a little bit of life, I hope, to golf, and really let our members see what golf can be, and not just get stuck in what it used to be. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, talking about a little bit about history, I mean, where did you come from? What's your background?
My background with the game, I got introduced the same way a lot of people do. My dad introduced me when I was very young. I've been holding a golf club of some form or fashion since I was about 4 years old. Grew up kind of learning from him, teaching myself the game. I like to tell folks that I didn't have my first golf lesson until I was 21. So going from 4 to 21, I had 17 years to develop bad habits, and about 16 years into recovery from those bad habits. So, always working on the game and trying to get better, but been playing my whole life. Decided when I was in college, getting a degree in psychology, that I really wanted to dive a little deeper into this. I wasn't playing on teams of any kind or any sort of competitive golf at that point, but just loved the game, loved being around it, loved the people that were around it, and I wanted to be one of those people. So got another degree after my psychology degree, got a degree in applied business in golf complex management from a school down in Myrtle Beach. And then a few years...
That's like the epicenter, one of the epicenters of golf.
It is. There's
Edgewater's not. Edgewater's kind of on the up and coming, though.
That's right. We're on the up and coming. That's what I'm here for. So after that, after I got that degree, got a job as an assistant. A few years later, an assistant pro, I should say. A few years later, I got accepted into the PGA of America as a Class A PGA professional. And about 4 years ago, I landed here at South River after working at a few other clubs. The Members Club at Four Streams is a nice private club over in Montgomery County, way out in farm country, Montgomery County, and also spent 4 years at Woodmont Country Club in Rockville.
Okay. So you've been here about 4 years?
This is my fourth season, correct, yeah.
What brought you here?
You know, I was really intrigued by the type of club it is. It really forward-thinking. I like the company that owns it. I think the vision they have for this property was fantastic, and I was really excited to get in on the ground level of something that I think can be pretty special. We think about golf in a different way than a lot of private clubs. Like I said, it's not your staunchy old game anymore. If golf is spend 20 minutes at the range, play 3 holes, and go home because that's what you have time for, that's great. We don't charge cart fees for 9 holes or 18 holes, so having the flexibility to practice for a few minutes and then play a couple of holes as your schedule allows, really lets me bring the game to a lot more people, and I love that about it.
So you've got the folks that shoot a couple holes and move on. That's perfectly acceptable. I mean, that's considered a round of golf here?
Sure. I mean, golf, again, going back to the traditions of the game, we spent a very long time talking folks into the fact that golf was played in either 9 or 18 hole segments. And that really just doesn't have to be the case. There's no other sport where if you go out and you play a pickup basketball game with 2 or 3 friends, that's basketball. Right? If you go out and you play Frisbee with a couple of buddies in a field somewhere, that's Frisbee. If you have 20 minutes, you can play any of those sports. And golf, one of the big things that takes people away from the game is the amount of time it takes. And in today's society, one of the things that is a premium for everybody is time. I mean, you have family, you have kids, you have work. With the technologies we have, everyone's on call 24 hours a day. So, having only an hour and a half or so doesn't always lend itself to playing a full 9 or 18 hole round, and that's perfectly okay. We love the fact that we're able to provide golf for whatever golf means to you. Whether it's coming to the driving range for 30 minutes to get your golf fix, great. Whether it's taking a lesson to get your golf fix, we can do that. If you want to go out and play 2 or 3 holes, no problem. It really has let us open up the game to let people become a lot more active with it on their time.
Lessons. Can you help hackers like me?
We can help everybody. We can help everybody.
Yeah, you've never seen me golf.
We teach, we have 3 instructors here. Myself as the director of golf. We have our head professional, Matt Hoffman, and Steven's our assistant pro. And we really are able to help kids of all ages. When I say kids of all ages, I mean if you're 4 or 94, and whether you've been playing for 4 days, 4 or 40 years, we can help you get a little bit better and help you enjoy the game more. Our mantra here really is to help more people have more fun playing more golf more often. And so whatever that means to you, that's what we're here for.
There's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
No.
Let's talk about the club itself and what it offers to the golfer, somebody that's new to the sport like myself would be.
The bottom line is to let the members enjoy themselves, give them a place to escape real life for a little while. We like the fact that when you come on property, hopefully all of your stresses and things from the outside world kind of melt away, and you kind of feel like you're coming home.
It's kind of funny, as everybody's stresses are melting away, yours are probably adding up as more and more members come into play. I mean, that's where...
part of the reason I'm a golf pro is because if I could go, if I didn't need to work for money and I could just go somewhere and do what I want for the day, I'd be hang out at a golf course and talk to people about golf. So that's what I get to do for a living. So I'm very fortunate in that. And there's obviously stresses that go along with it, but, as there is with any job. But I do love what I do, and I love the fact that we can help people have fun.
Well, it sounds like the perfect qualifications for the job. What specific amenities do we have here at South River Golf? I know you guys have a simulator.
We do have an indoor simulator. It lets us teach indoor lessons there as well. So realistically, we're a 12-month golf season here. It's fantastic. I like to joke with our members that even when it's snow on the ground outside, it's always 72 and sunny in the simulator. So whether you want to take an afternoon off and take a trip to Bay Hill down in Orlando, or if you want to go up to Nova Scotia, Canada, and play some great golf courses up there, we have about 25 different courses on the simulator that you can go pretty much anywhere in the world and play a nice round of golf.
I've never worked with the simulator. How realistic is it?
It's a big video game. You do get to hit a real ball with your own clubs. It gives pretty accurate results and distances. But again, you're hitting into a screen that's about 12 feet in front of you, so you're not seeing a full ball flight of 300 yards on the golf course like some people will. But it is a lot of fun, and it gives you a chance to kind of get that golf bug taken care of in the middle of the wintertime.
Walking course? Cart course?
We have some walkers. We're mostly carts.
Okay.
We got great new golf cars last year by Club Car that has GPS in it. And again, without charging cart fees, there's really no reason to have to walk. You can certainly walk if you want to.
Okay, so there are no cart fees.
We do have folks that enjoy walking the golf course for exercise, and certainly we encourage that. But with no car fees, the majority of our rounds are in a golf car, yeah.
And with the GPS, you're not getting lost, nor are you going to Wendy's for a...
Yeah, the GPS will give you nice, accurate distances right to the hole locations we have, show you where all the hazards are, help you figure out how far you actually hit your drive, help you plan out your shot, help you keep track of your pace.
Oh, so this is not just a GPS on the cart to...
Yeah, the GPS on the card is not just to help you find your way around the course, but it's to actually give you the distances to the holes and help you play the game. It's a great amenity.
Well, I know last week we had talked with Lex, and the week before we had talked with John and Beth about some of the improvements, and you've been here for 4 years, so you certainly have seen some of them.
Yes.
What's been the best improvement that we've seen at the club since in your time?
In my time, the best improvement, the most talked about so far as a physical improvement since I've been here is the outdoor patio for dining right outside the golf shop. That's been a really great place with the fire pit overlooking the 18th green. Has been a great place for folks to congregate afterwards and cheer folks on as they finish their round, or heckle them a little bit if they miss their birdie putt on the last hole. So, from a physical standpoint, that's been a great addition. But it's been a really great ride the last few years that I've been here, just in the change in atmosphere and how much people are really enjoying the club, how much more time they're actually spending here.
And do you think that's a result of being the casual, and that's not really a word that does it justice, but the casual type of a club where you can come and play 3 holes, or you can shoot a bucket of balls?
Yeah, I definitely believe that. We've really started to create a space where whether you're a golfer or you want to be a golfer, I say there's 2 types of people in the world: golfers and then those who don't know they are yet. Whether you are a golfer or want to be a golfer, or somebody in your family is a golfer, or you just live around the neighborhood and you want a place to come meet some new friends and make connections, this has become a very relaxed place to do that. A lot of private clubs get a bad rap for having a very stuffy atmosphere.
Sure.
And that's just not here. Just like I was mentioning before, that golf is no longer your father or grandfather's game. The golf club at South River is not your father or grandfather's old country club either. We're a very different breed when it comes to the atmosphere we're trying to create and how much we want to make sure you're enjoying yourself here.
What would you guess is the average age group of the members that are here? I mean, does it vary? I mean,
it varies, and again, I think that's just a testament to the fact that we're really making ourselves attractive to a lot of different types of folks. We have a lot of young professionals here, a lot of folks and families that are in their late 20s and early 30s, all the way up to folks that have retired and want to spend their time just playing golf and don't like that stuffy atmosphere of their old country club and have made their way here because they just want a good, pure, fun, and enjoyable golf experience.
Personally, I'm not a huge golfer. Why South River? Why would I want to come to join the golf club at South River?
Well, the club has more to offer than just golf. We do have the ability to make connections with a lot of other members. The game of golf itself really lends itself to a lot of fantastic opportunities. Whether it be making friends, whether it be teaching you a little bit about life. We like to tout that the golf's a lot like life, and that you get good breaks, you get bad breaks, but no matter what, you got to play the ball as it lies. And that's sort of the same way that life ends up operating. Getting involved in the game more, really teaches you how to deal with people. Some of the things that we're losing track of in society, some might say, is the etiquette and how to have interpersonal relationships. And, the game of golf, spending a few hours on the golf course with somebody, whether it's an hour playing 3 or 4 holes or 4 hours playing 18 holes, and you spend that time with somebody, you really get to know them, make a good, deep connection, and you get to really learn a lot about interpersonal relationships. So for people of all ages, I know it's been great for me growing up around the game of golf. It's really helped me, learn how to establish those types of relationships. It teaches you good etiquette. It teaches you sportsmanship. A lot of things that other sports, don't do quite as much. In a lot of sports, there's a referee that's calling you on your fouls, and in golf, you got to call them on yourself. So there's honesty and integrity that go along with the game, and things that are just attractive more so than just hitting a little white ball around.
You just hit on absolutely everything I never thought about golf there. As a golf pro, as a guy that has horrible hand-eye coordination, what's the best tip you can give me?
The best tip I can give you, if you have horrible hand-eye coordination, first of all, you probably don't have as bad hand-eye coordination as you think.
You've seen worse.
There's certainly everyone who tells me that I'm not athletic or have terrible hand-eye coordination, after an hour-long lesson, we learned that just wasn't exactly true. The biggest thing, the funny thing about the game of golf is, you take a little white ball, or sometimes yellow or orange, depending on your color preference. You take this little ball, little golf ball, and you put it on top of a really big ball we call earth, and you try and hit the small ball first. That becomes pretty interesting for some people, but you got to learn where the ground is. You got to learn where earth is below your feet, and once you can kind of make contact with that consistently, then you're ready to hit a golf ball. And that's probably the easiest way to get started, and the biggest key that I have for somebody who says that they may not have the hand-eye coordination they think.
Fair enough. What's the toughest hole here?
Well, it just depends on your skills. Every hole's got its challenge. Every hole's got its easy way to play it. I
didn't come to talk to a politician. Which is it? Come on. Which is your toughest hole here?
The toughest hole for me, I would say probably is. Oh, gee, that's a tough one because I've birdied them all at some point, just not all in the same round. I think one of the tougher holes is probably our 15th. It's got its challenges. You gotta keep it in the fairway off the tee, and then there's a forced carry into the green, and then it's still a 2-tier green. So I would say number 15 is probably the toughest, but it's not very long, so it's not as demanding off the tee as you might want to think it is at first glance. But it'll challenge you.
There you go. So when you become a membership, play 17 holes and skip the 15th. You heard it here first.
There you go. That'll get you a 4-hour round.
I'll tell you, one of the neat things I find about South River is that it's very well located. The private club competition is the old stodgy stuff.
Yes.
The public courses that are around, for the most part, Eisenhower and Compass Point, I guess, up in Pasadena, leave a little bit to be desired, certainly as far as being able to play the course. Edgewater, even though you've got the South River there, it's right close to Annapolis. I mean, we're out 10 minutes. I was here in 15 minutes from my home. I'm down near Bay Ridge, and it's just very convenient. Quick drive.
It really is convenient to get to from really all sides of the county and all the way even into PG County. Most people, again, looking at how long it takes you to do something like play golf, part of the consideration is how long it's going to take you to get there. And our location really makes us convenient to get to from South County, from PG County, all the way up to Route 50 and even across Route 50. You can get down here relatively quickly, take some of the back roads in through Davidsonville if you're coming in from Crofton. We do make it pretty easy to get to. So we're pretty fortunate in that location that we're not tough to get to and we don't make it hard.
And I would say even from the Eastern Shore, from Kent Island and whatnot, that you probably, as long as you're not playing on a Friday afternoon and get stuck in the traffic on the bridge traffic on the way back, you could
I actually live on Kent Island, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's been a fantastic commute. There's nothing I like better than coming over the Bay Bridge both directions each way. I get to tell people, I leave work at the end of the day after hanging out at a golf course all day, and I get to go on vacation because I get to go back over the Bay Bridge.
Not a bad deal. Well, you've also got a connection over there on the Eastern Shore, though, as well.
We do. Our sister course, Queenstown Harbor, which is open to the public, they have 36 holes over there, and it's been a good benefit for our members because we actually have some reciprocity, so that as a member here, you do get access to Queenstown, and there are 36 holes. So one of the things that most private clubs don't have is really 54 holes, 3 golf courses that our members have access to. There's really nobody else in the state that I know of that has 3 golf courses that their members get access to. So it's been really, really great having that connection.
And is there any restrictions over to if I wanted to play over at Queenstown?
The only restriction is that you call the pro shop here for us to make the tee time for you. We can do it a few days in advance, and then you can just head on over there and have a great time. The staff over there is happy to see you. They love our members. They treat you well, and it's been a great benefit.
I was asked not to play at a private club one time just because I was that bad.
Nah, you can come here. You come here anytime you want. Give me a call. That actually reminds me of a story. I can't remember who it was. It was probably somebody like a Yogi Berra or somebody like that said, no, I'll never join a private club because any club that would have me, I don't want to be a part of.
Have me as a member. No part about it. Well, I'll tell you, this is certainly a different kind of a golf club, and I've seen that certainly when I was speaking with John and Beth, and then Lex, who had I think we joked before or after that it was bad drugs that made him decide to do it, but it's really turned into a huge benefit for Anne Arundel County and South County and the surrounding members. Michael Thomas, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate the time and learning a little bit more about golf at South River.
Thanks so much. It was happy to be here.
And thanks for taking a few minutes to learn about the golf club at South River. If you missed the other episodes, please go back and have a listen. Next time, as we continue exploring the golf club at South River, we sit down with a current member.
We did not want to go somewhere that was stuffy and we wouldn't feel like we fit in. And it was so easy to make this decision because as soon as we walked in, you could tell that wasn't the feeling.
The Golf Club at South River welcomes you to be a member for a day. Enjoy a round of casual golf, meet our members and staff, and enjoy the private club lifestyle as our guest. Call for your visit today. Beth is ready to show you around. 410-798-6004. 410-798-6004.